Right, on the escalator here, yeah, moving on, now, just come from down there, as I said, down there, and this is nice and clear for you guys, so burning hot day today, more hot than it was yesterday even. I'm deciding to walk home again. From here. We're talking again about the Tao. Okay? Lao Tzu, so Tao Te Ching. Talking again about the Tao and Yin Yang. So let's go. So where to begin? Where to end? Exactly. So what is the Tao, right? What is the... Hold on 1 second. What is it? Hold on, I'll tell you, right? What is Tao? Okay. Tao basically it represents the truth, right? It represents the ultimate truth, basically. Hold on 1 second, check my phone. Sure, recording. It's very bright. I can't see my screen. I'm just checking if it is actually recording. It is. Okay, good. There's a temple over there, a Buddhist temple. That's not a Taoist temple. That's Buddhism. I'm talking to you about Tao, as I say. Tao. You can wake up and people looking at me with a funny smile on their face. It's not a religion. Okay, I'm not talking from a religious point of view or some kind of group thing that a bunch of people follow, a bunch of human beings, ideas and individually, the collection, it's a collective belief system. No, it's not like that, okay? It's not something that I'm following, it's not like that. That's made up by people. No, okay? It's not some book just because there was a book written about it by such a wise man. I'm not talking about that, okay? That's not what I'm talking about, no. That's not what I'm talking about at all. Right? It's not what I'm talking about the ultimate truth. Yeah, so first off the bat, the first thing, reality, yeah? Reality, the same. So, real truth is all there is at the heart of everything. There's no truth, there's nothing, there's no power, there's no ground to stand on, there's no air to breathe. She was pretty, that lady, beautiful. Yeah. My shadow there, actually she wasn't the most beautiful, but she looked at me with a little sweet face and, you know, I've said it to people, I've seen women before and I've told them they're beautiful. Do you know something, right? I'm a married man. I wouldn't be going around to women really to their face telling them, oh, she was nice, oh, you're nice, oh, yeah, oh, a bit of sauce, oh. I can't be doing that. I'm a married man. I've got a gorgeous wife. You know what I mean? I've got obviously my lovely wife, you know. She's beautiful, you know. She's the one. Great, you know, but I'm just saying that, you know, but what I'm trying to say is, my point is, I mean, there are people that cheat and all that and do that terrible things. What I'm trying to say is, though, dishonesty, you know, that, but what I'm trying to say is, as a human being, like, in this life we're living in now, they got the fucking yin yang twisted up. There's too much of this, too much of that, too less of this, too much less of that. Once it's out of balance, I said, once you basically try and break it, you know, your yin and yang, when you try and go against the Tao, basically, then you're fucked. You're entering death, is what you're entering. The only way there can be life is through the power of nature, the ultimate truth. What Lao Tzu is saying in the Tao Te Ching, very clear, say in the book, the Tao Te Ching, he wrote about this in a very profound way. He was just a man, like any of us, but he saw it. He's like, you know, the balance of all things. The way of nature is what holds everything together. What upholds all, maintains possibility for existence, power in life. So we can just take this for example, just for one example, we can take there and use that. Look at that, you know. know what I'm saying? So men and women, right? Again, yin and yang, right? Now, you've got people, young people sometimes, and they don't find a partner until many, many years later. And there are some people that don't find them ever. And there's a problem where people are too complicated. They're so fussy. And you know, it's not normal when you've got men and women, you know what I'm saying, the way they carry on. And they can't even fucking look at each other, compliment each other, or just treat each other with any kind of acknowledgement almost. Because, just even on a normal level. Because they're automatically thinking the other one's a pervert, you know? But like, if you're walking down the street, not everybody's saying what they think, but I reckon, you know, unless you tripped over a few too many times and smashed your face on this pavement, and I'm just saying, even then, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So I reckon there are men who walk down these roads of life, or in our societies, men that walk down the street, and there are women. If there's nothing wrong with your head, everybody, I'm saying, on both sides here, both ways. Right? There's people who are in the right mind and in a natural way. There are women that will be, you know, some women will just walk straight past you and they'll look at you like, you know, you're nothing, man, or you're ugly as a man. And then there are other women who would look at you and think, oh, he's quite attractive, handsome and attractive, you know. And then there are, and I know looks are not everything, I'm just saying, right? And it's the same for women. So I'm walking down the street, okay, and I'm a man, I'm a normal man, my brain intact, you know what I'm saying? Natural, real deal, right? Proper, real, true nature, natural, you know. And I'm the same. I'm walking down this Mumbuckler Road, to my terminology, I'm just saying, speak how I want to speak, inspired by whatever I'm inspired by and whoever. I'm walking down this road, and it's like any men will be attracted to certain women, depending on who they think's looking attractive. Some women I might not find that attractive, you know, but some I will find very nice, you know. Of course I will, it's very normal, right? Attractive, you know what I'm saying, guys, yeah? So of course it's a human thing, very normal, you know what I'm saying? So let's get back to the thing, right? You carrying on, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing. That's what people are doing always in their life. Too much in their dealings with many things. Not just this. So when you start to refuse certain areas, when you go against nature, you lose. When you start refusing the Tao, you know, messing up your yin and yang, you mess up. That's what Lao was telling you in the Tao. You need to understand nature, because when you don't go in nature, things fall apart. You lose your footing, you lose your ability to exist. When you start putting, you know what I mean, too much, trying to break it down and push things away, many things in your life, you're pushing away the good, so you're allowing bad, you're deaf into your life. You should be, you know, grateful and appreciating the life. I'm not saying you've got to be like, in this example we're using here, I'm not saying you've got to be like a whore or some slut, excuse my language. I'm not saying men and women have to walk around just jumping on whoever they fucking, you know what I mean? And switching up their partners all the time as well. I'm not saying that, you know what I mean? Jumping on each other like fucking dogs and rabbits, I'm not saying that, okay? I'm saying, within decency, you know, finding the right one and the right person, you know what I'm saying? But it's like there's complications. Couples are always arguing and fighting because they're brainwashed with this mentally ill sort of thing. This brainwashing of society. And it becomes all money, principle, priority, and lots of things that make people behave a certain way, so they're not pure and honest anymore. They have kids, they have a family, a lot of natural things, stress. You might say families arguing, that couples, yeah, but it's like, there's that, and then there's the abnormal stuff as well. You know what I'm saying? There's that, and then there's the abnormal stuff, as I say, where they're not going in the way of nature. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Like when your stomach is hungry, when you're hungry, you're not thinking, how much is that? How much money? You're not thinking about that fucking. Are you thinking that? Ask anybody in this street. You're sick as fuck. How much was that meal I paid for? When you finished your meal, are you really thinking that? Like literally, how are you living like that? You've got a bed. You go home, you sleep on the bed. You turn the light. Every time you turn the light on, you think. Of course, things in society they don't really cost money, but they're made to cost money. Money's a made-up thing, you know what I mean? All these different areas of life in society, you know what I mean? All these different things that's going on. And you just fucking, you get confused as to what's real and what's not real in the true reality, you know? And you start to look at things like, in society, you think society is real. It's an illusion. It's not real. Society is not real. It's a delusion. It's an illusion. It's an illusion, that's what it is. It's an illusion. Okay. And so let's go back to what I was saying anyway. So, anyway, if you're walking down the street, let's imagine men and women walking down the street, yeah? And you're going to tell me you're paranoid, and you get some men like it as well. Some men are really like this. I can't understand it at all. I know people are different, but I can't understand it, man. Yeah. Men walking down the road, and then if they see some woman or something, I know you get like these, what they call it, gold diggers, and we call it these people that you've got to be careful of because you don't know who they are. Same for women, they've got to be careful with these perverts or strange people coming after them even more. I'm just saying, my opinion, I'm just saying. Yeah. But the thing is, like, they're so untrusting. And they don't trust anyone because they don't trust themselves also, a lot of times. I mean, it's like, you know, so a lot of people, right, they're walking down the street, you've got men, guys walking down the road. Or they could be in a place, you know, they could be in a place, or they're walking down the road, and they're like, what's that person looking at me for? You know what I mean? They're like paranoid about some women looking at them, and they're like, what's she looking at me for? You fucking must be crazy sick, ain't you? And the same for the women, same thing. For the women, they must be, you know what I mean? So you're walking down the road your whole life, and every time a man looks at you, you're thinking, he's a pervert, what's he doing? He's dirty pervert. You're thinking like that, and you wonder why. You know what I'm saying? You wonder why you don't find the person, because you can't even look at each other. You can't accept someone looking at you. And you're too afraid to look at people, and you're too afraid to talk to people, and you're too afraid of people looking at you or talking to you. You don't trust anyone. From the word go, you're thinking all these negative thoughts. It's like a lot of things in life, always putting negative ideas in the way. You're always like, twisted and confused, and you're putting things on top of it, relating this to that, and then amplifying it, and it's confusing yourself. It's just mess and chaos in your mind. That woman's got a nice tight arse and legs on that bike. But I'm just saying, right? And that's a natural thing too. I'm not a pervert. I'm not going to run after that. There's a woman riding a bike there. I'm not going to run after her and try to jump on the bike with her and say, hey, you know, can you give me a piggyback ride? You know, and then I'm not trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? But it's very normal, and it's a very, very big, important thing. I believe visually, women know this too. Women know this true in terms of their, obviously men and women, I'm saying women especially, really do know that their beauty and all that, you know, whether it be in any way beauty or the looks of, they know. And men get attracted to females that way, and the visual is important. I'm not saying it's the most important thing, but it depends who you are. But I'm saying that, you know, it is a big thing. You might not want to be with someone because you think that person's not very nice looking. If they are nice looking and attractive and you like it, then it's going to be better, isn't it? But the person, the heart and the personality is most important, yeah. Is most important, yeah, as I say. You know, of course, because you could have someone, you could have a person who might look all nice and all the rest of it, but it might be a really nasty person. You might like them because they look nice, but, you know, I mean, if it's a man, they're handsome. If it's a woman, they're beautiful, you know. But the person might not, you know what I mean, be a nice person, you know. Or some woman goes with a man because he's got loads of money or something, and you find out he's a bastard. Or the man goes with the woman. What a fucking for her money. I mean, what a fucking low down loser you got to be. Oh, she's a rich woman and go with it. What the fuck? I feel like a right cheap bastard to myself to go with a woman because she's got loads of money. I don't give a fuck. And people better be with me for my heart, for who I am. So luckily, you've got to find whoever you can be. You're lucky to find the right person. I'm very lucky, privileged and lucky to have my wife. Because she's a decent person and she knows I'm a decent person. It's got nothing to do with money. We don't have a lot of money at all. We're trying to scrape to get by. My shadow didn't reminds me in the light. So, I'm saying, but like nature, right? It's just like, you're walking down the road and you're afraid of people looking at you as a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this man's a pervert, that man's a pervert. He might be attracted to you, the way you look, you know what I mean? Yeah, for real. I like this little area, I like this little building here. But I'm saying, the man might be attracted to you, might be attracted to your body, might think you look really fit, attractive, gorgeous body. They might like your hair, your face, everything, your smile, they might like it, the way you dress, whatever, and your mannerisms, whatever it is, and then maybe even your voice, the way you talk. There's many little things and it all adds up. And then the kindness and then your personality in general over time, you get to know the person, obviously. But I'm saying, if you can't even look at someone and you're too nervous to look at people or talk to people, how fucking ridiculous is that? And then you're too worried of people looking at you as well. How fucking ridiculous is that? Women have got to be careful, I understand there's some perverts and some dangerous men out there. And men have got to be careful too, don't just go following after any woman. It could be a trick, it could be stuff going on, it could be very wary in this world, I know. Yeah, even more so online, I don't know, it depends how you look at it, But if you meet people, if you're walking down the street, I guarantee, I'm pretty sure, because I'm a human, we all are, people are different, they really are. You can tell by the style, the way they look, the way they dress. So walking down the road, I might get about 50 women walking down this road looking at me like I'm fucking ugly and nothing, shit, you know what I mean? But then you might get one or two, it might catch their eye, you know what I mean? The same with the female, same thing. Same thing with the female, the woman. So the women walking down this road, you might have 25 men just walk straight past you, not even interested. There's another 20 or something, 25, or whatever number, big or small, same thing as such, same whatever aspects, and they'll be looking at you like you're really, gorgeous, really attractive. And that's a good thing, aren't you happy? People, from the word go, they like the look of you, and they're like, well, they gravitate towards you, And you can tell, sometimes you look at someone, and you can tell the mind, the psychology of people too. Like, I'm just saying in general, people in general, the way they are anyway. Sometimes you look at someone, you nod. You might nod your head or smile, give them a little smile as you walk by, or just politeness as you're talking, or looking into their eyes, looking into their face, you're talking. And you'll see it in their face, and they might smile back. And they feel like, you know what I mean? And you can see they're like decent, you can see how they are, Like you'll see a little smile, you'll see we've got a twinkle in their eye. No, you know what I'm trying to say, I'm just saying, right? You see a look in their eyes of that there's something, I wouldn't say you know exactly what they're thinking, but you can tell they're like kind of, you click for a minute, almost. And that's better than some people. Some people, they're like so fucking paranoid. The way they are. You see a totally other negative kind of response. Or like, or they won't even bother in the first place to even engage with you and talk to you, you know what I'm saying? Or look at you. So like, this is the kind of world we're living in. This is the kind of world we're living in, see, that same shit. And it's messed up. Yeah. I mean,